All right, guys, we're going to do a small hunt today. So I've got 4 rolls of dimes, 2 rolls of quarters, and 1 penny roll. The penny roll was bank sealed from Loomis, but these 2 quarter rolls and the 4 dime rolls look like customer wrapped rolls. So those should be pretty interesting. So we're going to break these down and take a look at what we've got. If we see anything interesting, I'll set it to the side, and then at the end we'll cut to the microscope taking a look at it. So we will start with the first roll of dimes and just kind of go through and see if we see anything silvery that sticks out. Looks like they're all pretty modern. So I'm going to run a quick date check through these. So we may do a time lapse through here and see what we can find. All right, so the first roll of dimes down, we did save just a few. Nothing silver in this roll, but some pretty good quality for the year. So an 89p with a pretty good rim edge on it. That is a nice copy. No bands on the torch on the reverse, but the obverse has a pretty nice crisp stamp to it. And then I thought this one was interesting. Kind of had me fooled a little bit with the hair color, but just kind of looks cool. And then an 86 with a pretty clear date. I'm sorry, an 80 with a pretty clear stamp mark. Looks nice. Another nice 80, no detail in the hairline, and not really a band visible on the torches. And then an 85, again with a pretty clear date stamp. That's a hard impression. Like that was a business strike for sure. And then finally, the closest we got to silver is 68. Not very good condition, but you always get excited anytime you see a 60 something. But this one, not silver. All right, we will jump into the next roll of dimes. And if we see something, we'll take a second to stop and talk about it. All right, so we struck out in that second roll of customer wrap dimes, found a 67. The closest we got to silver on that one as well. So no luck there. So we're going to try one more. All right, so 2 dime rolls down, 2 more to go. We're going to open up number 3 here and see what we can find. Well, that's why it was a little stuck. Somebody snuck a penny into the dime roll, and there they go. Now they're all coming out of here. So in 1965, I was a little excited. But 1965, 1 year off from silver, and not in really good condition. All right, so nothing of note in number 3 of 4, except a penny. Somebody snuck a penny into the roll. Not even a good penny. 2017 Philadelphia Shield. All right, so this last dime one had an interesting looking ender. Looks kind of old. Maybe we'll get lucky. These all feel the same size, so I don't think there's a super secret hidden penny in there this time that is going to clog up the roll. So we'll take a look at this last dime roll and see what we can find. And then here's that ender. What was it? Well, we were fooled again. Just a bad condition 2006. In fact, not old at all. I think that says 19. Oh, there it is, 1968. It's a little damaged on that date. I thought it said 1960. We'll set that one aside. Let's take a look at that one under the microscope, just to be sure. All right, so struck out on the last dime roll. Let's take a look at that 68 under the microscope. Yeah, definitely 1968. Very, very close to being silver. That's a rough stamp on the 8. I thought it said 1960, but no such luck.